Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Valen, and today we're playing Seablock Rustic Waters so that I can get myself a new... my rebreather just kind of pops into my forehead. A new scuba suit, as well as we're able to, start scanning the nearby area for goodies. So, I have decided to take it a little easier on the things that I'm going to be working on today, only for my own mental satisfaction. We're going to be going a little bit more in with, let's see if I can find it here. One, I wanted to work on upgrading my swimsuit because it'd be nice to just kind of be able to stay underwater longer and move faster in it. But also, I wanted to get the scanner going, and I've got a bunch of these that I was able to get because I found these in chests, so I got a treasure chest from it, which is cool. As well as I made a bunch of these a while ago. Potion of Wither? Wow. Alchemical Quiver is similar to the Hypo Infuser in that it holds potions. Oh, these potions are applied to the arrows inside the quiver. Obviously, you would want to use potions such as Wither or Damage. Nice. Yeah, definitely not fire, because then they could set me on fire, but still. I also grabbed a dispenser from a ship. Pressing the sneak key while holding the quiver will show you the keybinds necessary to load, unload, and enable your quiver's imbuing. Nice. Which I might work towards that as well. But I was thinking I would try getting this scanner set up, and I would also try working on some of this. And then we would continue on with some of this questing. If only because I feel like I need to do that. And I died a bunch. Working on setting up the engineering area. Yeah, which actually looks pretty cool. You know, I like how these things are all kind of set up and stuff. It's just like single facings, but I just wanted the effect in here. I do have power connected right there. It's coming in from the other side. If you notice, I've got two sets of water wheels now instead of them just sitting up here. Yeah, but I made the ceiling layer too tall, and I ended up electrocuting myself several times. And I did not have any Totem of Undyings in my hand at the time. So I put this sign up to act as a reminder. High voltage in operation, wear safety totem at all times. So hopefully that might help me a little bit. But I've got these little accesses here that we can use to get up to higher levels. I've got the wires going up, and no, for those that keep on saying, just cover them with some kind of cloth. It doesn't work with high voltage cable, real life or in Minecraft. It's not going to work. These are still going to be electrified. And for those that are saying, why don't you just go with low voltage, because that's all the amount of energy that you're pulling in, it's because I will be having a lot more voltage, and I don't want to end up having to upgrade these again in the future. I've done it in so many times in the past that it's like, you know what, I'm just going to go straight for HV. It's cheap. I've got a ton of steel. I'm doing it. The only problem was that I've been really silly with it, and I, as expected, electrocuted myself. Sorry, but you guys, I wasn't recording at the time. So let's see what kind of goodies to get. Constant Tan, some nice noms, rat upgrade, and Dirium gear. That's new. 5 more viaducts, and another rat upgrade extra breath. Interesting. I should have some extra space in some of these ones. Put the extra rat upgrades. Yeah, I've got that one there. Some of these ones aren't really that useful, truth be told. Put this in here. Now, because I died, I lost all of my tools except for like this diamond excavator and the diamond hammer. They're both fairly good. I've got a regular lever in here. Really, that's kind of weird. Let's just get rid of that bit. And I can put the Enderium gear in there. There we go. I have platinum gears, but I don't think I have a platinum spot here. Huh. So, anyway, at the end of last episode, I don't think this was here either. I added some viaducts around the base, so it's all now kind of... Well, I'm in the core area now as an enchanting, which is just straight up. So I can just click there. We've got engineering, which is the front. Then we've got mob research, which kind of takes us over here, which, by the way... I put witches back in here for now because I just want the glowstone so that I can make more of the enlightened glass, and I don't have to use torches quite so much. But I also captured a merchant spawner with one of these moving wand, and I've been constantly having the automated user just attack in an area. And strangely, it doesn't attack the entire area that it shows. If you look, like out by that fish, it won't attack to the right side. I don't know why. It only attacks to the left side. So, I've just been kind of doing that. And the reason I've got this set up is actually pretty pathetic. It was an experiment because while I was trying to get merchants, which I now have, as far as I know, one of every merchant in a lasso so that I can access them at will. The problem is that I decided, all right, so I'm just going to kill off a few because I wasn't getting the merchants that I wanted. And one of them dropped a treasure chest, and I was like, oh. And another one ended up dropping, over time, money loot chest, which I thought was pretty cool. Potion of night vision, artichoke seed. Oh, well, at least I got an artichoke seed. That's kind of cool. So I figured, you know what, I'll just do this. And about once every 200 to 300 merchants, they might drop a chest. I think I just got a little bit lucky with my RNG while I was killing them off. But it seems to be working, and I've got this item vacuum from Embers hooked up to it so that it can just pick up any of the loot that gets dropped in that area. I did test dropping a bunch of stuff in that zone. I've got a bunch of potions. Oh, right, my potions are at the bar, of course, being taken care of by all these chili willies. Let's put these in here for now. Potions of wither and night vision and stuff. I was thinking at some point I'm going to need to start planting stuff because I want my main food source to be sushi. Specifically because it gets 4 out of the 5 foods. The 5th one being milk, which I can just chug a bunch of all at once and be fine. Or even the string cheese, but still, this is all. I mean, fish is very easy to come by. The rest of these are all just one item grown. I don't need to like mix them together or anything like that. So it's 4 out of the 5, and I think that is pretty darn good. If you're not already straining and getting massive amounts of fish as it is, there is another way of getting more fish if you really need it. Not that you probably do, but it looks amazing in my mind, and that is the shark. You put it in the mob farm. Look at this. It's a little bit big for the container, but I just couldn't resist. And you get massive amounts of fish from the shark. Not that I want to put any more in there because I ended up getting a good portion of the fish here from that shark that I experimented with a while ago. Yeah, so that's a thing. And because I died, all my levels went down, which was kind of bad. They went down to like 60% or something. So I lost all my buffs from it, which was really bad. But I ended up eating a bunch of my like special meals that I got from loot chests and stuff, and got my my levels back up lickety split. So let's actually get into the book now and see what we can do. I'm going to go back to, where is it? Nope, there it is. Tools of the trade. Scan the man, and we're going to be making a scanner, which is a process of making a lot of different things in this case. But the Scannable mod, which if you haven't seen it, I did a review on it a long time ago when it first came out. It's a fantastic mod that was accidentally created, and I think that it's been very effective since. I've really enjoyed it. The Scannable mod has tools that aid you in finding blocks that would otherwise be hard to locate. This is also really good for Modpack making if you are looking for certain ores or something like that. I highly recommend you try it, or even monsters. The ocean is full of resources, but they are, of course, difficult to reach. Craft the handheld scanner to assist you. So, I already have it saved up here, which, if you want to see the recipe, it's a little bit complex, but not too bad. I might have some of these iron mechanical components and redstone transmission coils. I've got that, and I don't think I have the mechanical components, but those can be made easy enough. Otherwise, we're going to need a whole bunch of electrum plates. In fact, we're going to need, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of those. I've already got a bunch made up. Let's just make sure that's electrum. Yep, 11 of those, and then I will need an SFX block. Can play most any sound. From Cyclic, which is a whole bunch of orange wool, not just wool, but orange wool, which will make it difficult. 4 doorbells and 4 redstone. I don't think I've made doorbells before. Oh, man. Ouch. 4 wiring kits? buttons, oak wood slab, and some glue. Alright, that'll take a little bit. Then I will also need, what is it, daylight sensors? I don't think that those are going to be too difficult. Well, more glue. Tempered glass, get a couple of those. Iron mechanical components, which is iron plates and metal fasteners. Already got the redstone transmission coil. Yep. Alright, so I've got some crafting to do. I will be doing this because I don't think you guys really care whether or not, you see me put stuff into a crafting grid or not. So I will be back shortly. There we go. Ended up taking a little bit of time, but I think the orange dye was probably the longest stuff. And I just used mostly the nitro squids drops, but otherwise you could always use some of the stuff from the seabed. So there we go. I now have a scanner, which will require energy, and my charger is currently not plugged in. I will need to plug that in, though, because it's got my magnet in there, which I can turn that on easy enough, and it does not attract mobs, which is kind of nice. I currently have a bunch of just iron rods being made because I realized I ran out of them. I used them all up, as I should not have. But hey, you know what? I get a treasure chest, so I'm pretty happy. Let's continue on. Make base modules. Now, I've already made this, but I haven't made it while this quest was open. So sneak plus clicking while holding, I think is what it's supposed to say. The scanner will open its UI. There is where you will place the scanner cards that customize the radar. Indeed, and we get one that scans for fluids as well. That's interesting. See, I made some already with green coral and paper, so I will just grab those for now. Just need one. There we go, and I get a scanner module for fluids. Nice. And then we can move on and do find in the shinies. There's also a spot in the UI to hold your extra scanner modules, which is nice. Now, we need to make one of these, though. Diamond chunk. Oh, boy. All right, let's put this on the list. 4 diamonds smashed together in a blacksmith table, which I don't have many of. But it should... Oops, blacksmith table. There we go. It should, because I end up remaking all my tools, allow me to find more. Diamond chunk. All right. So now I just take these in a regular crafting table, like so. There we go. Detects rare ores. There's also one that will detect common ores and stuff like that. It's a bunch of different modules. There we go. Scanner module, common ores. Yay! Specific blocks. The block module will find specific blocks for you. You must configure the module by clicking on the block you want to find more of. Below, you will find a few block modules to assist you in finding the underwater nether and end temples. This would have been useful a while ago. One for obsidian to locate the nether portal, and the other is for end portal blocks, which is nice. Very nice. So we need to make one of these. Energy cost 2,500. End portal, obsidian, and this one is just scanner block. Okay, so we'll put that on there. Oh, just clay and a module. Okay, shouldn't be too difficult. I've got a lot of clay, and I've got a few modules that I made. There we go. And that should complete that quest. We get more of those. Oh my gosh, I have so many of these now. You must hold and right click the scanner to send out the radar pulse. The scanner will highlight the ores or blocks you have scanned for. It can be tough to see underwater, but look for a light blue highlight. The scanner's default range is 128 blocks, but this can be increased by 64 blocks using the range modules, which is very, very good. But you can only use so many before you end up, losing the ability to use other stuff. So I will need to make one of these. Oh, it's just sugar. I think I can do that because I'm pretty sure, yep, I've been getting sugar from my witch farm. Let's put this up here and this here. That's not gonna scan there, is it? No. I need a regular crafting grid in order to make one of these. So let's do this. There we go. Sometimes they're a little bit fickle. And then I get an entity scanner, which is great. So then I can find specific entities if I so desire. Like I want to harvest certain ones in my mob farm or something. Pink rat tubes, invar plates, curry leaf seed, and 4 emeralds. Oh, that's actually really good. That gets me something else that I wanted to do. In fact, let's put the invar plates away. And I've got these rat tubes. Let's put them in here for now. You hang on to that, Sniffles. And then we're going to put this seed away because I'm going to be wanting specific seeds at a certain point. And in order to get that, I was looking at the market here, which, by the way, let's take some of this and this off and this. The market is just made with treated wood and an emerald chunk, which, as you saw, is just 4 of a gem. I've got 4, so I could probably do that right now. Let's just make that. There we go. And then around a bunch of treated wood, which I just need 8 for that. And don't worry, I will use the scanner momentarily. I think that will be highly beneficial just to make a market. All right, so look at these 3. Jeez, these 3 jokers. I'm going to have to make them a little bit more space to work in. A lot of people have been like, oh, I'll set them free, but then the sharks just eat them. So I need to make them a little bit better of a habitat, though. Maybe I'll let them swim around down below, and we'll turn the floor into glass or something. Let me know what you think. But let's see. I want this mob research area to be kind of like a market as well. I'm planning on putting the different merchants along here in kind of like this row. So maybe I'll put this over on this side for now. Then I can click in here. Oh, and I can go through all the different seeds. There's no search engine, sadly. But this will help me in finding the different seeds that I need to make the different ingredients here. I don't know if it actually does saplings. Oh, is that a bee? A queen bee? Name tags? A lead? Bone meal? I can spawn rabbits and wolves, ocelots, llamas, horses. I didn't know that I could buy spawn eggs. Holy cow. Sheep, pigs. There's the saplings. Yep. And then I could potentially get like avocados and stuff like that. Excellent. Yeah, so this is going to work out just fine for me making sushi California rolls for the future. Let me have a look quick. Nom. Thankfully, my gluttony charm is still working like a charm, as it is a charm. But let's clear out a bunch of this stuff that I've done. Scanner is done. All right. Let's try and put this thing to use. I am going to need to... Not in here. I'll need to put this in here. Put the alchemy item back in here. Jeez, all these different things popping into my inventory. Oh, and I still have Constantan plates. Let's put those away. Don't I have Constantan in here? Oh, I don't. Well, there we go. Now I do. I will need to go up here and hopefully not die and connect up this unit here. So I will need 1 connector. Looks like I'm probably going to need some kind of relay as well. And then some wire. Should be 2 pieces that I'll need. This is not going to be ideal because, yeah. Let's switch these out. In fact, I'm going to want this here. Turn that on. Just so that if I break some things, I don't lose those things. I have no way of getting up there, do I? No, I don't. So I'm going to need some scaffolding. Let's just grab some of this. That's way more than I need, but it should work. Okay, so there's there is a small pass-through in here, so I can actually get in this area if I need to. I need to seal this back up and stuff, but for now, it's just kind of like nice to have the 2 areas connected. I can just close these when I want to. So what I don't want to do is run into this wire. I will die, or I will get zapped and then I'll die. So what I do want to do, though, is potentially make another opening for now for this to actually work. Let's go here so that I don't get zapped too badly. And I can potentially, actually what I should do is grab these. Click here first, then I can put this one right above here. You guys will hopefully not see me die. Then click again. And then hug this down here. And now this is going to be a dangerous area here. Energetic infuser, connection made, and then I can click on it. Yep, and it's getting power. So now if I put the scanner in here, that should start getting some oomph in there, which I'm going to need a lot of it. I will probably leave it in here for quite some time, but I just want to get enough of a base charge on there that I can actually use it. Now, I originally was planning on making like a little platform around the edge up here, but I don't know. I'm seeing these things coming down and they're just dangerous. I'm going to need to put like fencing up along this as well. This is just going to be very, very dangerous for me because I'm a big klutz. So let's take this out, sneak right click, and you can put up to 3 modules in it and carry a whole bunch of others. So for now, let's just put everything in there. Now I do want the range. That is a good thing. You can actually put multiple range in there and it will increase further. I might actually make a second one. But scanner module, this scans a specific block. I'm going to take that out. This detects ores that are rare. Not just a specific one, but any rare ores. So what I'm going to do, because you could do end portal, obsidian, lava. Let's see, now the obsidian allows you to find obsidian, so it should show you where the nether portals are as well, because of course they're made of, you know, obsidian. But we've got common ores, so this is like finding coal and iron and stuff. Let's see if I can just hop down here without much damage. And what I want to do is make a specific one, but I don't know if I have any diamond ore blocks. Because what you'd have to do is, let's see, valuables. Yeah, I don't have any in there. I still might be able to make it work, though, with a diamond. Let's find out, because I don't know if it's configured to work like that. So if I take a specific block and use on a block to configure the module. So it's not going to work until I find diamonds. So here's the deal. I'm going to make myself another one of those range upgrades. I'm going to power this thing up, and then we're going to go scanning until we find a diamond block, and then we're going to click on that to specify the this one here, the specific block, so we can just find diamonds whenever we need to. So I'll return once I've got that set. And there we go. I now have a fully charged scanner. It doesn't have all the modules in it that I want, though, so let's put in another range upgrade, and then this one that detects rare ores. Now, I know exactly where I could find some emerald ores, which is cool, but it's not what I'm looking for, per se. Easily enough, I could find them over there, because I remember finding them in the bottom of that area. But, yeah. And for now, I'm still just no armor, nothing. I should be relatively safe. Ow, except for a bit of that. But if I go down here, now if I hold this, it'll charge and scan. Oh my gosh, look at all the rare ores. There are so many. Wow. All right, let's try just mining this way a little bit. Let's see what we can find because I just saw a big chunk of something not far. Oh gosh, that's what I was afraid of. Block it. I didn't bring any torches down here either, but I should be pretty close. Yeah, so if I just break this and then I dig in here, we can find out what this one is at least. Destabilized redstone. Okay. And oil shale. That's all interesting, but not what I'm looking for. So what I might do is go upstairs, grab a bunch of torches, and then we'll continue on and see what else we can find. You know, I was thinking, when I went down there, it took me a while to get down. For some reason, the downward pull of the bubbles is not very fast when you compare it to the upward push of the bubbles on the other side. So I might as well work on the next part that I was talking about, and that's going to be working on upgrading this moving live. Look at that, it's actually alive. That's kind of creepy. Wetsuit. So I'm going to actually open up the book. We're going to go on with that one because we've finished this completely here, and I'm recharging my scanner again. But I will look for diamonds, and we can check that out once I've got that set up. But for now, let's see about getting more in the diving in. Ashen Cloth. The next tier of diving gear provides a bit more armor, along with faster swim speed, block breaking speed, and air capacity. Oh, I didn't know it also increased block breaking speed. It was made using Ashen Cloth, a slag-coated rubber mesh that repels water and reduces friction. Interesting. So we need 22 of this. So let's put that on the list. Can burn recycled plastic? How do we get recycled plastic? I haven't seen that. I'm not gotten into the alchemy recipe of embers, but I'm pretty sure I can do it without. Yeah, there we go. So I've got rubber sheets, slag, which I have a ton of for making all the steel. I've got a bunch of rubber sheets left over, but I am going to put both these on the list as well. That makes me 2. Cool. So I will need a bunch of those. That's not too bad. I can just make a bunch of string, really. Let's grab a bunch of the... Oh, doggone it. It's already filling up with sticks. Get out of here. No. No. Stop it. I'm just trying to fill this thing up. Just take everything but the string, but this stuff out. There we go. Just get rid of this junk. Bleh. Oh, and I've got my darn magnet on, too, so I'm not even getting rid of the stuff. You know what? I've got a trash bin right here. Rather than throw things out in an inappropriate area, the floor, I'll get rid of them here. There we go. So I think with this, I can make, let's see, fiber mesh, which I need to make some of these, woven cloth. Let's make a bunch of this. There we go. And then I can make a bunch, oh, I've got a bunch of wool already. So let's just grab a bunch from there. And then I might be able to make this in here. Oh, I didn't make the actual mesh itself. Okay, so let's do those. Grab the string, put this back in up here, this here, and that should... Am I missing the right ingredient to make that? Oh, I am. There we go. The razor, of course. Well, that makes me 24, and then that can be used with rubber sheets, which... Do I still have those? I do. I've got a whole bunch of rubber sheets. Excellent. And then I just combine them together with slag. There it is. Got it. Okay, now this should... Actually, I just realized I'm like overheating now because I'm wearing a wetsuit here. Let's take this out, and we'll see if we can make some ashen fabric. There we go. It should be able to make 48. Nice. And then I'll take the rubber out and the slag, put those there for now. And then, what is it that it says we need for it? It was 22 that we needed. Well, I made more than enough because you know me, I'm going to die and lose my stuff. So, continue on. We get some money. Just a $5. Reinforced fins. Let's see about that. Recipe for those. Well, you just slap some ashen fabric on. Ah, okay. So in here, we're going to need that. That should be pretty basic, really. Just do this. Okay, that was easy. So I've upgraded the fins. Now what's the next step? Claim that, we'll get some more money. Let's go with the mask. That's going to be same thing. Oh, it's going to take some tempered glass. Okay. And some kind of black ink or turds. I can use turds. All right. Let me see the tempered glass. And then I've got some of the fresh twisties here, which we can use there. Now this one. Make that. Perfect. I've got a turd mask. And now we can complete that one. Get some more money. Actually, let's see what it says here. Reinforced fins have increased swim speed and armor. The helmet, or the mask, has reinforced, provides more armor. A diving mask is required for your O2 tank to work properly. And then we go with the trousers here. Reinforced diving legs will allow you to break blocks easier while underwater. They also provide additional armor. So we're going to do that one as well. Put that on the list. It should be pretty easy at this point. It's just making this stuff in here. And it's actually repairing it while I'm doing it. And then the last one's going to be the tank, no doubt. Claim a sensor display. Display properties of a distant block. Interesting. Interesting. That's cyclic. Huh, okay. And then the reinforced O2 tank. Not only has additional capacity for O2, letting you dive long, it also has additional armor. Tip, remember, the larger the tank, the longer you must surface in order for it to automatically refill. Yes, good point. It stores air. We get an enchanted book of Depth Strider 3. Oh, nice. All right, let's look at this one. Oh, this looks a little bit more complex. This is aluminum plates, the standard tank, fluid extractor, and a pressurized air tank. Okay, fair enough. I know I've got the aluminum Is it these ones? That's tin. Aluminum is... There it is. There's our 6 aluminum. I'm going to put the turds away because I'm not going to even bother with those. The fluid extractor and the pressurized air tank. I think I might have fluid extractor over here because I've got a whole bunch of these. Item extractor. I don't have a fluid extractor. All right, well, let's look at this. Fluid pipe and copper gear. Item pipe, fluid pipe. Okay, now I can get one. And a copper gear should be easy enough. Got a couple of those. I think... Oh, that's in here. Recipe. Make it, please. And then get rid of the wiring that just popped into my inventory. And then I think the last thing I need is going to be the pressurized air tank. There's a bunch of lead plates, tempered glass, and another fluid extractor. Ah! Alright, I'll be back once I've got that. Alright, and there we go. 1 reinforced O2 tank. Done. Nice. That should complete that. Get depth strider. And that's all good. Now here's the thing. The next part is shifting scales. We need 22 of those. Guess what I've been collecting from all of the different areas? Shifting scales. I've got a whole bunch of them. Yep. Shifting scales can only be found in dungeons and loot chests, but will be well worth it. Indeed. So we're just going to make a massive upgrade on the... Can I? Well, I will come back to claim that. Do I need to, like, put these on or something? I mean, what is called... Oh, crud. Well, I'll be back.